Well, as we said earlier, some officials at the UN and in Washington are breaking with Gaddafi, condemning his government's actions and calling for the international community to intervene. Two senior consulate staff members at the Libyan embassy in Washington have resigned, saying that they are joining the popular revolution in Libya. The Libyan ambassador to the US, AlJazeera, also condemned the violence committed by security forces in his country. He accused Gaddafi's son of using the language of war in his speech on Sunday and asked the US and the international community to, quote, stop this massacre. Speaking to us earlier, he said while he's cutting ties with the regime, he's not resigning.
I decided that I have to condemn what's happening in Libya. I cannot really wait and see what's happening to our people, the massacres, the killing.
Do you agree it's a genocide, as posed by your colleagues?
Well, I don't know if I can put it this way at the present time, but what's happening is really terrible. Heavy machine guns using against armless people, and unfortunately the authority, they are absent. They don't deal with the action, and because of this I believe that I can't wait and see. Then I decided with my staff today, we had a meeting and we discussed the issue, and we said that we have to condemn what's happening in our country. We are very strongly united, and we are one people, we are one country. This is very important for us.
I spoke to somebody from the former advisor to the State Department, and I was asking about the sort of lack of response by the US. He said it's very difficult for the US to respond because they're not sure really of what is happening on the ground. They can't really confirm what is happening on the ground. Is that possible, that the US and other countries don't really know what is happening in your country?
Well, I think in the absence of the media in Libya, and people, they depend only on mobiles and very bad communication, I believe that makes sometimes things are very ambiguous and not clear. But from what we have seen through this media, the people they have under their disposal, it is horrible. And the United States, I believe they made some serious telephone conversation with Libyan authorities, and I think they show their awareness, and they show their position that what was happening in Libya is serious.
Would you like to see a stronger response, and what do you make of the calls to the UN to declare a no-fly zone? I believe that a decision will be made on Tuesday.
What I like to see, international action to stop the killing. That's what I want to see. I want to see the international community to stop strongly beside the Libyan people. They should not at the present time calculate the profit and the lose. This is not the time. People are killing in different cities, and they've been massacres, and now the people, it is important for the people to raise their voice and to say what they're supposed to say. But if they calculated by lose and win and lose, I think this is a very inhuman position.
But going back to the no-fly zone, what are you hearing about that? Is that going to be declared? Is that something that could possibly
Well, I think that the international community, they have everything necessary to stop these massacres. They have to do everything possible to protect the Libyan people.
What are you hearing about Muammar Gaddafi, where he is and what his plans are?
Well, I really don't know anything. I have received no information from Libya. The information I received, there comes only from the media, what I have seen, or from some telephone conversation. That's it.